Good morning, YouTube. I'm inside the car. Now, granted, it's not warm inside the car by any means, but Robert is outside doing the ice without me. Normally, I help him. He was like, get in. So I got in. So I'm giving him props. Wait, baby, not yet. There he is. He's my hero. With his red nose.
Put me on the spot, huh?
I had to tell him how awesome you were.
It's cold.
It is cold.
It's cold.
All right, we'll be back in a second. Okay, we're back. We're back, honey. Are you freezing? It is 23 degrees. It's beautiful, man. It's amazing. Freeze to death one day and wear shorts the next. Daisy had an interesting walk. It was effective. I mean, she moved, but watching her play on the ice was very entertaining.
Yes, she wanted to run all the things.
It's super cute.
It's all our little pups that she is.
I got up this morning at 4:30 and decided it was entirely too early. I moved my phone away from my bed, so I had to go kind of figure out what time it was to see if it was time to get up or not. And so I got back to bed and I laid there, and of course I didn't go to bed. But I thought about yesterday, and I asked myself if yesterday was a successful day. It was an interesting conversation with myself, because it was like, okay, here are the things that you did good. I worked out. It's a really insanely good. I had a little bit of salad yesterday.
How was that?
It was okay. I mean, I feel like I'm like I said yesterday, I'm not having spinach. I just right now, I'm just not ready to bring spinach into the mix.
Not a spinach mix. I get it.
So it's just the romaine hearts that have been cut up into bite-sized pieces.
That's not bad. At least you're not eating an iceberg.
Yeah, so it's the romaine hearts, it's cheese, some sort of a fatty dressing, and usually some meat, and they have hard-boiled eggs. So I mean, it's mostly keto. Lettuce is really the only thing that's not keto. It's not carnivore.
Yeah.
So it's not like I'm going off the rails or anything, but because I'm nervous. Yeah, because I'm nervous about it. I always get a very small portion, very small, one of their smaller containers. It's very satisfying. And like for breakfast yesterday, what I normally get is 3 sausages, and I've always justified it by, I need a lot of protein and a lot of meat in the carnivore diet, right?
Yeah.
I got to 1.5, and I was just like the craving had left me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And that I was satisfied. I mean, obviously with 1.5 sausages I wasn't full.
Yeah, but you just didn't want any more.
Right. And so I kind of put it aside, and then, in an hour or so, I think I had enough of it.
I'm surprised at how often that happens to me now. Like, I'll make a half-pound burger of grass-fed beef, season it, and put some cheese or something on it, stick it in the broiler so that it melts the cheese real good. And then I'll go sit down and I'll eat half to 2/3 of it and give the rest of the day to me, because I just lost the interest in eating it. Yeah. And I'll eat, like you said, I'll eat an hour or 2 later. I'll have something. Normally a slice of cheese or something. Or maybe some eggs. But, yeah, it's just really bizarre how there's just times that you're like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not super interested. I mean, they tell you all the time that carbs give you that desire to overeat. in a meal. And they claim all the time that if you don't have as many, not carbs, yes, carbs, some carbs, that's the stuff that raises glucose and makes you want to overeat. It makes you feel full, makes you uncomfortable, eat way past what you should ever eat. And I guess not having that, there's that same trigger, but it's a lot quieter. And it's more of a nudge. Like, hey, you're full. Stop eating. You don't need it. Not like, oh, I should have stopped 7 bites ago, And you can keep going. And you won't be miserable because it's that moment of satiety instead of fullness. Your body has received the nutrition or the whatever that it was requested. You may stop now. It's very mature, like,
You're satiated.
So I did that. It was very interesting. We had the workout, and then I came home. Oh, my husband, y'all! I do dote on my husband because I'm very in love with him and I'm very impressed with everything that he does for me. You laugh, don't laugh. But I was literally, after I clocked out, Robert told me that he was here. I went towards the car, and it's a little bit of a travel from my desk to the car. And I'm like, it's been kind of a bad weather day. I know he hasn't really done anything. Would it be horrible if we got barbecue instead of going home and cooking? I would really love some barbecue. As I'm walking to the car, and I get to the car, and I literally open the door, and there is a Rudy's bag on my seat, which is a barbecue place that's right by my work. And I looked at Robert, and I was like, "What is that?" And he's like, "Well, this is sausage, but this in here is smoked turkey." And I was like, "Are you serious? Is it real?" And then I told him about it, and I was like, "We were so exactly on the same page." And oh my gosh, it was so amazing. It was so amazing because I had a big project for Mom and Kim. I worked on their headbands yesterday for their Whoville outfits. And so I had turkey on the way home, and I had a little bit when I got home. But for the most part, I sat at the table and I assembled the hair pieces. I mean, that's what I did. And so it was so perfect. In fact, other than that, I had some water. Were you eating things?
Nope.
Nope.
Well, I had a couple pickles and one sliver of onion.
How was that pickle? Did it make your belly happy?
I really enjoyed the pickle. Yeah. It was interesting.
Totally different when you haven't had it for a while.
I've always been a give and take on dill pickles and sweet pickles or my bread butter.
Sugar. Oh gosh, you did. Oh, all day. I'm here all week. It's ridiculous. What in the heck? There's something wrong with you. He has had his coffee, I tell you what. Anyway.
But I really enjoyed those dill pickles with that jalapeno sausage. So yeah, it was really good. I was digging it. And then I had an onion because you're having barbecue sausage. You might as well have some onion.
How was that?
It was a little old. Been in the fridge for a little while.
So, a little softer than it should be.
Yeah, exactly. Not quite the crunch.
It's super gross.
Well, you did ask.
So today, you need to get over it. Oh my heavens, sorry. I'm trying really hard to be mindful of my passenger driving. It's not easy. It's most definitely my second nature to be all passenger drivery.
Yeah.
They are like on. We have all of the snowmobiles. Snow plows. Clearly not snowmobiles in Oklahoma. But the snow plows are just right there on the road about every 10 miles, right? Are they expecting more today?
You said no, but it's kind of misty now.
It's misty. You should get interested today then.
Woohoo!
Again, Robert loves it. He loves our car so much. Give them a commercial for a Toyota Camry.
Oh man, the front wheel drive and the nice low center of gravity is silly because we've owned SUVs and hatchbacks for a while. It just
we've driven pickups.
Yeah. And it's it's just it's very, very stable. I don't lose control of it on the ice and stuff.
And he tries to.
Paying attention.
Don't make him
well,
think
I do have a little bit of fun with it. I mean, come on. I am a guy. I do like some horsepower, some torque, and I do like some gravel or dirt racing, get some slip and some slide in there. So the snow, the ice. That's where I like to drive. I used to ride 3-wheelers on frozen lakes when I was younger. So
you used to ride yourself on frozen lakes as well.
Well, yeah, anything that I could get on the frozen lake. I've ridden a bicycle on a frozen lake. It's just not successful. And no matter how successful you are on riding a mountain bike on a lake, there is eventually the failure that will catch you.
And that would be not fun.
Yeah.
I mean, luckily you're a child, and so you bounce back pretty easily. But good Lord, can you imagine doing that as an adult?
No, I don't think about it. I'm just thinking about pedals in the shins as you go down, kind of thing. No.
I remember you used to cut your shins up, and it was just like, no, this is every other day of the week,
Yeah.
It's amazing how.
I ride barefoot and take a toenail off on a curb.
I get the attitude is youth is wasted on the young.
Yeah.
Because we want to do those things, but heavens, I would never do that. Robert and I were talking yesterday about the fact that I just yesterday felt that moment of I think I want to skydive. Thank you.
Yes.
If I can do it with an instructor on my back that has packed my chute for me. Because once I took out the factor of my inability or my lack of knowledge in packing my own chute and landing correctly, and I mean obviously you're supposed to land correctly, but all of that was removed and in its place an instructor that knew what they were doing. I was like,
so she's saying she might be able to tandem jump under the right.
Yeah. I mean, I thought that so we've done parasailing.
Yeah.
So I got a little bit of a glimpse of being up in the air, kind of like the feeling of all of that.
Floating on a chute.
Right. So I've done that. I've zip lined where you have to step off. So I've done that to kind of get an understanding of what that's going to feel like. Now you put somebody in there that knows what they're doing and isn't going to kill me. I mean, what?
Now it's starting to sound appealing.
Let's go to the lake and see what it looks like in this water, in this cold weather.
See if it's starting to freeze up.
See if there's any ducks sticking up, but can't get out because they've frozen to the lake. Like in a cartoon.
I know. I'm not sure how ducks keep from that happening. I was watching the geese in the lake yesterday when I had to go around the lake because of the traffic.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were geese and what was those stupid pelicans out there floating in the water on the lake with the icy fog blowing past. And I'm going, why would you be on the lake during a friggin' freezing rainstorm? Really? Which was fun, driving around the lake on a solid sheet of ice.
This is where Rudy's is. Rudy's is, that's Rudy's. That was Rudy's. That's the restaurant that has the delicious food that's that close to my work. Okay.
Yeah.
Back to the...
So driving around the lake on the frozen road.
And that was fun?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it kind of went bad. It went downhill very quickly, and he got stuck on the road, and there was a wreck. We had wrecks all over the place.
Oh yeah, it was insane.
And
but to be honest, it was the sort of situation where your windshield wipers could not keep up with it. It was freezing on your windshield while you're driving down the road.
Yeah, I don't think that's the camper's fault. I think that's
No, I talked to several different people, and they all had the same issues. They had to crank their defrost all the way up with their wipers on high, and they still lost ground and had less visibility the further they drove.
So pretty. I haven't really seen the ice on the edges.
No, I don't know.
Let me see. It's just a little pond,
I
but
bet there are ducks.
there are ducks. Look at them.
Ducks in flight.
Oh, there they go.
And back down.
They don't mind.
Yeah, look at them. Just
They
right
like
off
it.
in it.
They like it. I don't think I can get closer. Oh, look how cute they are. They're adorable. Okay. I know they have a lot of oil on them, don't they?
Yeah.
Their skin or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
So maybe that keeps them. I mean, they say that if you lube yourself up, that you're warmer.
Yep.
I have never had the nerve. Do polar swimmers do that? Lube themselves up before they get in the water?
Some do, some don't. But yeah, you use, well, the guys I knew use lard. Because it was the cheapest grease that you could get.
Nice.
You get a big 5-gallon bucket of lard, you just scoop your hand in there and smear lard all
I just
over
want to
your
point
body.
out, and all of that's good. And if it works, and that's your gig, go for it. I want to know how the bath is after. Because, like, you would have to use an entire bar of soap to get that much oil off of you. Or do you just leave it and let it rub in? What do you do?
I'm not sure, but this is not a commercial. But
This is not a commercial.
I do know that Dawn will take any sort of fat or grease or oil
You're
off
right.
your body.
I mean, just look at the little birds.
Yep.
They're in the water. Yeah.
So
Fish in the sea.
that would be my suggestion
Dawn.
if I was in that
Just
situation.
cover your body with Dawn.
No, I just make a bubble bath out of Dawn dish soap.
And then just get in it. And hopefully
And then you just scrub with a little extra Dawn. Yeah,
anything to have a bubble bath, right?
exactly. But I've also been covered in oil. I've worked in shops and stuff. And aside from, the pumice lava soap,
Yeah.
the orange pumice soap.
Yes, the orange.
Yeah.
Orange. Something. Clear
Yeah.
orange.
Well, there's several different ones.
Oh, I
As
see.
long as it's based off of the actual oranges,
Look at those
then
trees.
it'll cut oil as well.
They're so pretty.
So my assumption is that you can get all the lard off of your body if you just used orange juice. That's just, biochemistry for you people out there.
Well, I certainly can't drink it.
Or real lemon juice.
You can have that. You get that.
It's an acid that helps break down the
How would
fats.
that feel on your skin?
I have no idea, and I'm not really interested in trying it. But,
Yeah, because if you have a cut and you get in a bath of lemon juice, ow.
But see, I still haven't figured out the reason why I would coat myself in lard. So,
I mean, because you'd have to go like full on hair and everything.
yeah, and it'd be greasy and gross. As much hair as I have.
I have more hair than you do. Well,
Body
okay.
hair.
I'm sorry, I forgot about that. That's true. Follicle-wise, yeah, you beat me by 1,000,000. But long hair. Oh, please don't walk out in front of us. Thank you. Okay. We are at work. I gotta go. This is a stinking 20 minutes.
Sorry we got off on
We
that.
totally did. Sorry. I might simplify that down unless y'all just really want to watch it. Uh-oh, it's beeping at me. Okay,
I
we'll
think
talk
you
to you
should
later.
leave it raw.
Bye.